writing the pump foil guides, which by the way you can find in the first link in the description below, really giving the time to think about my journey. What I did good, what I did wrong, what I could have done better, where I lost time, where I lost money. But I don't want to talk about me, I don't want to talk about my experience. I want to tell you what's, in my opinion, the best way to learn pump foiling as a beginner. The best way, it would be to get on top of a foil before starting to pump. So for example, by winging, e-foiling, wake foiling, etc. But assuming that you don't have access to such things, you can still do it. It's gonna be maybe a little bit harder, but you can still do it. And I'm gonna explain you the process. So, assuming that you got the right gear and you choose the right spot. If you don't know how, you can check the pump foil guide. And you developed the right mindset. I did a bunch of videos on the mindset, but probably the most important thing that you need to accept failure. Failure is part of the process. When you fail, you learn. Record yourself, so that when you fail, you can watch the recordings and you can assess, you can understand what you did wrong, and you can adjust your technique on the next trial. So really, record yourself, assess, adjust, and be happy when you fail, because it means that you have the chance to learn what you're doing wrong. And then the crucial part of your learning process is to learn one thing at a time. I used to focus on everything at the same time. I just wanted to jump on the board and go in the middle of the lake. It's not possible. This is not how it works. It's simply not the way it works. The best thing that you can do is to learn one thing at a time. It's going to be easier to learn that thing. It's going to be faster to learn that thing. You're going to learn it better. You will save time when you will learn the next thing, because it's going to be easier, because you already have the first thing dialed in. And most importantly, you won't develop bad habits, because if you try to go for the record every time, you will develop bad habits, and it's going to be harder to remove those bad habits and replace them with the good technique. So learn good straight away, learn one thing at a time. But what are the steps? What you need to learn first? So first of all, you need to know where to place your feet. This is the basic, okay? All the foils are different, all the boards are different, and all the riders are different. So there isn't an universal feet placement. What I can tell you to do is that you can place a piece of duct tape on your board approximately between your mast and the leading edge of your front wing, because most likely that's gonna be the center of lift, and that's where your back foot will be placed. Regarding your front foot, it's gonna be approximately shoulder width apart from your back foot. After that, place your board on the couch and jump on it. Over and over again. Jump, look at your feet placement, and do it again. Jump, stand up, look at your feet placement, do it again. Over and over. Then you can go on the dock. The first thing that, in my opinion, it's good to practice on the dock is the run. So you hold the board. In my opinion, the best way to hold the board is with one hand on the tail and the other one approximately 10-15 centimeters from the front duct tape on the edge of the board, so that when you will move your hands on top of the board, it's gonna be very easy. So you practice the run only. Then, once you feel comfortable, you can start jumping on the board. So you run, you jump on the board. You can check the Dockstart video. I really explain in deep how to make this transition from run to jump. And then you want to glide only. In my opinion, the best thing is that you jump on the board and you stay low. You don't even detach your hands from the board. You just stay there and you glide as far as possible. Then, after you did a bunch of reps of this exercise, you can stand. You can stand up. So you run, you jump on the board, and you stand up and you glide. You do this exercise a bunch of times, and then you can start not pumping but hopping. So run, jump, glide, and once you feel the board going down, you hop. You just want to hop. You just want to feel the board rising. You just want to try to let the board rise a little bit under you. Okay? After you practice that a bunch of times, you can implement the second hop. So you run, you jump, you glide, you give the first hop, and then you give another one. And the transition between the first hop and the second hop is a pump. This is a very crucial part, because really here you start pumping. So you really need to try to be efficient in those two pumps. Once you practice this exercise, you can move to the last exercise before the real pump, which is the slow pump, I call it. So you run, you jump on the board, you glide, you give an hop, you glide, you give another one, you glide. Why that? Of course, you won't go far. You will lose height on the mast, you will start getting inefficient, and you will touch the water. But it's not important, because here you really want to feel the board rising and to maximize the glide. If you really can do this, it's gonna be easier to pump with the right technique. Because if you just rush, you're just pressing the board down, and you are learning the wrong way. If you go slowly, if you do things slowly, like in slow motion, it's easier to focus on the right movement. Even if you're not gonna be efficient, you can focus on the right movement, because everything is happening at a normal speed and not like fast like in the normal pump. So really practice this slow motion pumping before the actual pump. Again, the more you practice every single step before moving to the next one, and the more time you will save, and the easier it's gonna be to learn. This is the key, in my opinion, to learn one thing at a time. Don't rush. Learn slowly. If you want to know more, you can check my pump foil guide. This is the first link in the description. You can also watch my last video, and if you haven't, please subscribe, because I will upload every week 2 videos on pump foiling. Thank you, and see you on Saturday with another video. Bye.